Hello everyone, Ivan here on behalf of FlitePal, and in this video we are expanding Mobiflight with Arduino and the FlitePal interface solutions.
FlitePal 418, runway 22, wind 180 degrees, 6 knots, you are cleared for takeoff.
This video is going to focus on output expanding. When it comes to output expanding, FlitePal offers two options. One is the green board or the LED driver, and the other one is the black board or the shift register output expander. What they have in common is that they're both fully compatible with Mobiflight and very easy to set up, and they also let you use 32 outputs with only 3 pins from your Arduino. The green board, however, is specifically designed for LED application. It has current limiting. Each output is limited to just under 20 milliamps, which means that in most cases you don't actually have to use a current limiting resistor. Also, the green board enables you to use a different voltage supply for LEDs if they run on a different voltage compared to the logic of the board. You don't have that with the black board. With the black board you have to use a current limiting resistor, and the voltage that you get at the output is the same voltage that you give to the board power supply. Now you might be thinking, what does the black board have that the green board doesn't? And the answer is, with the black board you can actually control devices like the FlitePal magnetically held toggle switch, and I think you're very much familiar with it, or a start switch, be it for the Boeing 737, or this one in particular is a start switch for the Boeing 757 and 767. Or actually, you can activate any other device that runs on high. More information about each product you can find when you go to the FlitePal website, go to each product page, open the attachments tab and download the PDF datasheet. It will have everything you need to know. Now we're going to use the green board to interface some of the indicator lights of this forward overhead panel for the Boeing 737 aircraft. Let's continue with what you need. Today we're using the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with latest version of Mobiflight, FSU IPC7 and the PMDG 737 aircraft. And of course, before we jump into the wiring job, let's talk about all the tools and components required. We will be using an Arduino Mega or a compatible board, LED driver or the input shift register. As they both set up in the same way, which one you will be using doesn't really matter for the purposes of this video. The green and the black board, they both come together with this plastic standoff, which helps you place it wherever you need easily and securely. Both the green and the black board have 4 output groups. Each has 8 outputs. And for each board you need a set of 4 wire-to-board connectors. Those are offered in 2 different sizes. One is 20 cm long and the other one is 50 cm long. The 20 cm one is intended for outputs that are close to your board, or if you're going to extend your wire. The longer wires are intended for application where your outputs are further away from your board and you don't have to extend the wire. It's a cut, crimp and connect operation. The longer wires also come together with this little zip tie holder with self-adhesive tape that you use to better organize and to keep your wiring together. And we are also going to be using this little power distribution board. It is kind of like an electrical bus. You use one of the high power connectors to supply power to it, and then the board powers whatever device you connect to it. We will be using it for the Arduino itself, for the output and input expanders, and even for the stepper motor drivers. Please observe voltage requirements of each device you connect. Cable cutter and stripper. Crimping pliers. We will be using those to crimp the interfacing wires to the Arduino and the output connectors at the LEDs. 2x8P connectors. They are offered separately and come in 2 different lengths. DuPont 2.54mm connectors to link the driver to the Arduino. In our case, the indicator lights are fitted with a KF2510 2.54mm connector, so this is what we're fitting at the end of the LED output wires. Zip ties and insulation tape to bundle the wires together. Zip tie holders to keep the wires attached to the overhead structure. So now looking at the back of the Boeing 737 forward overhead panel, we're going to interface some of the lights. We're going to focus on the flight controls panel, the AC/DC metering panel, the lights for the IDGs and for the standby power, and we're also going to interface the indicator lights for the probe and window heat panel. As already mentioned, the green board has 4 output groups, each has 8 outputs for a total of 32 outputs. So we have to decide which lights we're going to control. The window and probe heat panel has 16 outputs, so this is already 2 output groups. And then we have the flight controls panel. Here we have 10 lights that are not interfaced yet. AC/DC metering panel, we have 3 lights, so this is already 13. And we have the IDG lights and the standby power light, and this is another 3, and that makes it 16. So 2 times 16, we already have our 32. So now let's talk about how do we position the board. We need to find a place behind the panel that has sufficient room to accommodate the green board. And at the same time, you would want your outputs to be as close as possible to your board so that your wiring is a little bit more collected, more tidy, and this improves maintenance. So we find some free space right here, and this is where we're going to position our green board. I'm snapping the plastic standoff into the mounting hose of the LED driver. Then I'm peeling off the self-adhesive tape and I'm pressing the board onto the surface of the chosen final position. The board sticks well and is not going anywhere. Now off to the wiring job. You can see me tying the cables together. What I'm actually doing is keeping each output wire together with its corresponding common terminal wire, red color in the case of the LED driver. Since all common terminal wires are single color, once you bundle the wires together, be it with a zip tie or insulation tape, you will lose track of which wire sits exactly opposite of each output wire. You could technically use any common terminal wire with any output wire, however, it is messy, bad practice, and it's wrong. By tying each couple of wires, you're not losing track of your common terminals. Each output wire has a different color to aid in separation. Thus, once the wires are bundled together, you can still tell which one goes where. This makes sure maintenance and troubleshooting are easy and straightforward on the hardware level. Once all wires are connected, make sure you transfer the pin assignments to the board breakout sheet or document them in an alternative way to help in setup and troubleshooting. Now let's go to Mobiflight, start a new project and add the LED driver. Make sure to select 4 8-bit modules to allow all 32 outputs to be used. In the end, upload the config. Now I'm preparing the breakout sheet to start configuring all of the 32 outputs. I opened the offset mappings for the PMDG 737 provided by FSU IPC to copy the offsets from. Some offsets, like the ones for the drive, with the overheat and window heat on, are an array of 2 or more bits and have to play around with masking the bits to get the value you need. Other offsets are a single bit and they set up in a more straightforward way. That's it! All 32 outputs have been configured. Now to test our hardware, I click on the test button. Each one of the indicator lights will momentarily illuminate in the sequence it was added. Lastly, to make sure the indicator lights are interfaced correctly, I'm starting Flight Simulator 2020 and clicking on the Run button. We are walking into the 737 flight deck, and to make things quick and easy, I'm simply flipping the light switch to test, which should illuminate all indicator lights. And that's a success. This was a video about output expanding with Mobiflight, Arduino and the FlitePal interface boards. For more information, please visit our website FlitePal.com. Thank you very much for watching.